Good evening, everybody. Our team all in. I'm so excited about our training tonight. And we have our dear friend Laura May, who is very patient and really understands the ins and outs of Instagram and Facebook and posts. And she's going to share a little bit with us this evening. But before we get started, I do just want to recognize our new senior manager. Luz, who became a senior manager last month. So congratulations. Yes, great news. Very exciting. And Canada is on the move. And I'm really excited to some updates. I know that Elevate is en route to the Neolife office. We just don't know, when they're going to release it to us, but they really had high expectations that it's going to be for December. And I think it's a great Christmas gift. And you can even give 5 or 6 leaves at a time as gifts, or even stocking stuffers. So, anyways, I'm really excited about that coming up. Trying to think. And then this Thursday, we have two of our holistic nutritionists that are going to be taking over the meeting on Thursday, Mary Ellen and Rachel. Wait to hear from Rachel. She's such a sweetheart. I spent the weekend with her. And she's very knowledgeable in the area of sugar addiction, and sugar in relation to women and hormones. So she's teaming up with Mary Ellen on Thursday. So really great to have two of our nutritionists on sharing that information with us. But now I get to have our dear Laura May. Laura May, it's all yours. Take it away, girl.
Okay, hi everyone. So tonight, because I don't know if you were on the last one, but we did just a couple of things and it took our half an hour. So it's easier for me to focus on one medium, which is the Instagram tonight. So hopefully everyone has Instagram by now. And right now, as you can see on my shared screen, we are on the Neolife site on Instagram. And we had questions come in from Shelley. Thank you so much, Shelley. And the questions were regarding how to repost stories. And I also thought if we have the time, we could also look at how to add an app so you can repost what you see on your favorite site. So we're going to start with, as you can see on my screen, we're going to start with the second square to the right at the top. So it says save 15%. That's from this, again, this is from Neolife, the official Neolife. So we're going to I'm going to click on that square. And this is their save 15% off that I believe came out just a couple of hours ago. And it's something to let your folks know, your prospects know, and people who are following you on Instagram that they can go to this site and get 15% off. So to repost this, you would go to the paper airplane arrow you see on your screen. You click on that, and you're going to go to the bottom of your screen and to the very left underneath the blonde bombshell Angie, it's add to story. So you're going to click on add to story. And it's going to come up on your story, just like it is coming up on my story now. Now, you can send a link to the Neolife store. So while you're posting on your story, you can actually do a link to the Neolife store. And I actually don't remember what that is, but I'm going to show you. Nada, you could look up what the actual link is. So what I just did, I'll show you, I'll go back because I went too fast there. So at the top of the screen, you see a number of icons. Closer to the right, you'll see a little smiley face with a square around it. In order to add a link to your story, before you post your story, you click on the smiley face. And then you see a number of choices. If you scroll down on the left-hand side underneath the heart eyes smiley face, it says link. So click on link. And now you can put in the web address of where you would like people to click on the link to go to. So Nada, what is the link for the Neolife site for the gear?
I think it's this Neo Life gear. Hang on, let me is it the website that we give them?
Yeah, whatever it would hyperlink to.
Oh, shop. Oh no, it's shopneolife.com. Sorry, I don't have that handy right now.
Neolife gear.
It's I think it's just neolifegear.com, if I'm not mistaken. Hang on. Neolife.
So if I had been ahead of the game, I would have cut and paste the one that they gave us, but I'm not. So here we are. So we're going to try this link. If we have the correct link, that's where you put it in under the URL, and then go down to see where it says customize sticker text. You can put whatever you want. You can put shop the store. You could put, erase that and put buy now, and then you push done. And now see how your link shows up, whatever words you put. Okay, buy now, click on it. So you're going to go to your story, post it to your story. And then I'm going to show you what it looks like on my story. There's my story, top left-hand corner. You see the circle going around, which means my story just went up live. Click on the Laura May face. And then that's the story from before. And there it is. So see, there's a watch the full reel because I redid it. And then that's earlier. So this is a different post. Okay, that's one of my stories. You see the stories are running through the top. You see the line at the top. Here's the one I just did. You click on that link, visit link, and it takes you to the store. Okay, so there you have it.
Okay,
So now you have,
can you do us a favor? Can you go back to the beginning again? Because I'm like these guys. Let's
well,
go
you
through
can
that
watch
one.
it later. You can
Yeah,
watch
but
it
I think
later.
it's good to watch it later, but it's good to maybe go over it again. And then this way when they're watching it again, because we do have time, Laura May.
Okay,
Because that was awesome because it's funny, this is the third time I've seen it and I'm still a little like I'm like I know Wen and Francis, I know you guys are like me. It was like, oh, okay, let's do it one more time from the beginning.
okay.
So you're on your so we're talking about reposting something that we saw
Yep.
on official Neolife. Does everybody follow the official Neolife Instagram page? Okay, so that's one thing. It's funny. Like, that's one thing you should start doing because this is where they put a lot of the new stuff.
And you don't have to reinvent the content. You can just repost it and put a link. Nada, what I could do is actually do it again, but do it so that they can put their own link to their own store. Would that be helpful?
Sure, explain that as you go through.
Okay. So let's pick something that
I
we
love the
all
elevate
love.
bottle. Elevate bottle was
Okay.
my favorite. We did that
We
earlier.
can't buy it through our own store right now though. So let's find
Ah,
something we can purchase through our own store right now.
oh, I see.
So
Okay.
let's see. Garlic. Okay. Let's say you have a few people following you, or you would like them to follow you and purchase your garlic from your store. So you would find something that is already created by official Neolife. You click on the airplane, the little airplane at the bottom, it says 13 beside it. Click on that. You're going to go to the bottom, to the far left, under the Laura May face. Add to story. Click on that. Now it's ready to be added to your story. But before you add it to the story, you're thinking, maybe I should add my own store link to this story. So you go to the top, and beside the two A's, the little smiley face, click on the smiley face. And now you have a number of icons to choose from. Scroll down with your eyes to the blue link button. Click the link button. It takes you to the URL. Now you put in your store. So
Do you have
mine
to put
is,
do you have to put HTTPS or can you put
yep, no,
okay,
just do the whole thing.
okay.
So shop neolife.com /your store.
So you
I'm
you would put
putting
Laura May
mine.
Culver or
I
I
would
would
just put
put
Laura May, which is my
Laura.
store. That's right. And
Mm,
then buy or shop. I just put shop and then done. Oh, invalid link. What did I do wrong? Oh, shop neolife. What did I do? Oh, space. Done. Okay. Now
oh,
see how I have an icon that says shop? I can
mm,
make it bigger and I can change the color. How do you change the color? Just click on it. Click on shop. Boop, changes color. Click it again. Bloop. Click it again. Bloop. Click it again. Bloop. So you just have all these different choices, whatever
okay.
mood you're in. Okay. And
So
then
I can't
your
just put shopneolife.com/Nada Saint Germain. Like it will automatically create that HTTP. Like I always forget how to do that www.htp. Like and you know how you have
it shows you what to do on there. Maybe you
okay,
could copy and paste it once for yourself and then use it in your clipboard each time. But if
okay,
you don't, it won't go. So you'll
okay,
know, you'll be able to answer your own question with that.
okay. Perfect.
Okay. The other thing
Thank
you
you.
can change is see how it says, who doesn't like a tasty, healthy solution? A recent study who found veggies, dot, dot, dot. You can leave it there or you just click on the garlic again, takes it off. Put it on, put it off. Click on, click off. So you can make the link you're reposting smaller or bigger if you want to. So you can just, so you use your fingers to open it up and then you close your fingers down, makes it smaller, bigger, smaller, move it around. So now you've got garlic. And even if you want to even get fancier, you can go up here to your search bar. So let me show you what I did. So we have our picture of the garlic, we have shop, and then at the top, the little smiley face again. The smiley face is the key. It has almost everything you want. Click on your smiley face, gives you a number of different ways to, how do you say, optimize the experience of the person that's seeing your post. So you could put the location, let's say you're in Toronto. So what I did there was I clicked the first button or the second button, which says location. And I go to location, I put Toronto, you put whatever location you want. Now your post is in Toronto and it will now attract everyone in the Toronto area. Go back up to your smiley face, click it again. Now you can put some music to it, find something that you like, music to it, okay? And then go back to your little smiley face and there was something else I wanted to show you with that. So the shop will take you to the link to your store. Press your stories and it goes. Okay,
Cool.
so now it's actually on my story. So I go to my little face in the down at the bottom, my right hand face, Laura May's face, click on it, and it's posting. It's going to show the most recent post. And now the music would come up if the person has their music on, and then you click shop, visit link, and it takes you to Laura May's store or whoever store you put in there. Okay.
Right to your website. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So there are other things you can play around with that. You can put the location. You can do more than one story at once. Nada asked me earlier, well, what if I forget to do something? Just do it again. Don't hesitate to put 5, 10, 15 stories in a row if you want to, because people are watching or they're not watching. Sometimes they'll watch for an hour, or tomorrow, if you put it an hour later, tomorrow it'll last an hour longer. So your stories last 24 hours. So let's say I posted about garlic tonight, and then a couple of hours from now, I decide to post again about garlic. Now the garlic's actually up for 26 hours. Not the same post, but garlic is now on top of mind for the person watching your stories for 2 extra hours. And the recommendation is that you're putting a story up every day to stay current, stay top of mind to the people who are following you.
Mm.
Okay. So
And
hopefully
and
that was
I
helpful.
think I think one thing that I'm really we talked earlier was the official Neil Life. They have everything there. So we, 'cause some of the
Right.
challenges is recreating, pictures, recreating. So if you look at the official Neil Life, you might find something every day there that you like that you want to share.
That's right.
They're constantly putting things in this site.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because I know sometimes that's a challenge, right, for us is to first of all find the time to take
Right.
pictures, to make things look professional, and it's already done for you.
So Shelley had asked the question about stories, and unless you're tagged in a person's story, you can't repost it. However,
Oh, yes.
you can screen record it. So the only risk at that though is if they haven't tagged you in it, they don't really want you to be reposting it, or they would have made it repostable.
Mm.
So you could ask a person to, could you please put that back up again and tag me in it? So I'll show you how to tag somebody so you'll know. So I'm sorry, I'll tell you what I'm doing. So we're at official Neil Life. I'm going to let's see, scroll down to, so I'm going to scroll down to this, the winery. I'm going to click on the airplane. I'm going to go down to the bottom to the far left, add to story. And when I do, now we have the official Neil Life coming up. Okay. And you can tag a person in it. So you go down to location, mention, you keep going down all the way to, wait, mention. I'm going to click mention. There it is. So I'm going to mention somebody. So today I'm going to mention Nada. I'm just going to put Nada in there. If I'm following her, she comes up right away on the left-hand side. Click on her face. Now it's going to come up. I posted it. Now it's going to come up on her feed in her messages that I've posted it, tagged her in it. Now she can repost it. She can repost it because I tagged her in it, unless it's not public. So if you have an Instagram that is private, that people have to ask to have permission to join it, you're limiting the catchment, the amount of folks that you have that have access to your pages. If you can see on mine, I'm at 1195. I don't really know how that happened. It just happened. So people were finding it. I don't know if they're Neil Life people, but if it wasn't public, then chances are that I wouldn't have that many followers. So make sure your profile is public. The other thing about that is you want to follow other people in nutrition and make sure you're not just posting Neo Life stuff. Make sure you have some kind of other interest. So I'll show you what I mean. This is my feed right now, who I'm following. So I clicked on my followers, or I'm sorry, I clicked on who I'm following, 573 people. And then I have people that you and I, all of us know, but then I also have things like vegan recipes and home repairs and things to do with health, success, those kinds of things, as well as other neo-lifers. Okay. So when you're adding people to your experience, think about where you might want to see other people's posts because you can actually share them as well. So here's Neolife Japan, and they have some pretty cool things. So you could be reposting Neolife, but from other countries. Some people might say, well, why would you want to do that, Laura May? Well, if I had a prospect looking at our company, if it were me, I'd be quite impressed to see athletes from other countries. Or you might have to be careful with the products themselves, but these other kinds of things you can be reposting. So they're not getting the same content all the time. I hope that makes sense to you.
Mm. And
So the
can we, earlier you showed me how to get that app for repost. Do you want to show
repost,
people how to
yeah,
do that?
I can do that quickly. Yep.
Okay.
Okay. So now repost is tricky. Okay. But once you get the hang of it, it's actually really great. So we're going to go to official Neolife. So here we are in official Neolife, and I want to not only put the story or the post on a story, I actually want to put it on my feed. I wanted to add it to my squares. So if I want, so these are my squares. Show you my squares. See how I have all my squares? Well, there are some that I've actually reposted. For instance, Jones. This is a repost, or actually it may have been a mixed reel, but that's for another day. Let's say you wanted to repost this lovely video about Elevate from Joan. So you would go to the three dots on the top left-hand corner and click on that. When you do, you scroll down to share or manage. Where's manage? Okay, it's not coming up. So we're going to do it a different way. So right now you're on you're on my account. You're under the reel that Joan and I made together. You're going to go down to the arrow that has a 1 beside it. Looks like a paper airplane. You're going to click on that. And at the bottom, you're going to see on the left-hand side, it says add to story. Then it says download, then share. And then you see a little icon called copy link. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to get an app. So we're going to pause for a moment. We're going to get an app called Repost. And then we're going to come back to this. So we're going to actually go to our phones, and we're going to go to whichever app you have to download apps on. So some people have Apple, some people have Google Play. Nada had Google Play, so she went to her Google Play icon to buy or download an app. So go to that now and click on what we call Repost, which I'm going to show you what that looks like on the Google Play. So on Google Play Store, I'm in my Google Play Store right now. I'm going to put in, as you can see, we've searched it up before. So Repost. Now there are a number of reposts. The one you want, or the one I use, I shouldn't tell you, I'm not telling you which one to use. I'm just going to share what I use. You want to use what I use and what Nat is using. Go down to the fourth one. You see just a white box with the purple arrows. Click on that. And then because I've already downloaded it, it just says open. But on yours, it should say download or install. When you get to this part, I want you to click install. Bring it into your phone as an icon. And once it's on there, it's going to look like this on my desktop. So second row down, second from the left, you see my Repost app icon. Is there a way to unmute people, Nada, to get a sense of whether or not people are
Yeah,
understanding?
they can unmute yourselves.
Or
Do you
they can
understand?
chat? They can
Yeah, did
chat?
everybody put that app, the repost app, on their phone? Everybody know how to do that? because I thought that was kind of cool. I did it earlier with Laura May, and I thought, wow, that's
Well,
really
this is
cool.
answering Shelley's question about how to get information from a site and
Mhm,
make it your own, in a sense. I'm showing exactly how to do that and give credit to the person that created it simultaneously.
mhm.
So are people saying yes?
Did everybody upload or download the Repost app on their phone? Give us a thumbs up or in the chat. Or if you don't know how, just ask. We can go back. Does everybody know how to get an app in their app store?
Not yet.
No? Do you know how to go to your app store?
Yeah.
Okay. Go to your app store, and Laura may go back to look at, so they can see what they're looking. They type Repost in the search to search
In the
for
app.
the app.
Yep. So go to your
Okay.
store and put in Repost app.
Is it repost Instagram or just repost?
It's white with purple arrows.
Can you show her? Can you go
Oh,
back and
okay.
show that screen again, Laura May?
Repost for IG. Yeah.
Like that.
It looks like, do you see that white on the second row down?
Oh, yes.
The second one on the second one in on the right. It's white, solid white with the two purple arrows.
Got it.
Excellent.
Okay.
Come on. Laura May.
Yeah.
Wait, what does it say? How do you, it says, Sean, come here, please. What the heck does this thing say? It says open. And then what does it do?
Well,
It
that's what
says
we're going to show
no.
you. We
No,
just
no,
want you to
no.
upload it.
No, hang on. What did you say? It would ask me to do what? Pay
Just
something?
Do
download
we
it
need
onto your
do we
phone.
need to add credit card?
No,
No,
no.
So
Skip.
I'm going.
no, there's no cost to this. This is a free app.
So
Okay.
what is, how does it apply? How does
step
it?
by step.
Okay, then do it. So
Okay.
how
You should. So you
Okay.
should be able to download it and open
Mine
the app.
says $1.99 per month.
Is it the purple and white? Is it
Yeah.
Apple? Apple or
Click the
Google?
Yeah.
okay,
Okay.
Rachel is
Yeah.
saying click the X on the top right. You can click that option off. Take
I-
off the payment option
You click
okay.
skip. You click
or
skip.
Oh.
skip.
Oh, it
Thank-
says now purchase was canceled.
Thank you. But you can still download the app.
Okay.
There shouldn't be a cost to this.
Oh,
Thanks,
Yeah.
Rachel.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so now that
Okay.
you have the app on your phone, now Laura May is going to show you how to
What to do.
what to do. Thank you.
Okay. So right now you're in my grid, okay, which that's what we call it on Instagram, the grid. So these are all my squares on my grid, and I'm going to the Joan reel. Now we're watching the Joan reel. Okay, I want to actually put it on my grid. I want to take it from Laura May and put it on my grid. I'm going to give Laura May credit for that, but I'm still borrowing hers. Just like if you were to take one from Neolife, as long as you give it credit. Now, not all of them are shareable, but if it is shareable, this is how you do it. So you go to the paper airplane below the reel that you want to repost on your grid, click the paper airplane. At the bottom of the screen on the far left, you see add to story. The next one is download. The next one is share. The fourth one over to the right is copy link. Click copy link. Now it should say to you, copy to clipboard. Then you actually have to go to your Repost app. You're going back to the app on your desktop. I call it desktop, but it's your phone top. On your phone top, and go to your Repost app. And you will see it populate into your Repost app. So if you can see my screen, you'll see that we've done this in the past from different places. The most recent one is the Joan Elevate Reel. Is everybody seeing that on their screens?
Mm-hmm.
You are?
Yeah.
Thumbs up? Okay. So at the top of the screen, you see Joan with her Elevate. Click on that. It comes up and it says, post to feed, add to story, or send direct. Well, in this particular situation, we want to post it to your feed because that's another way of saying it, posting it to your grid. So we're going to click the bottom purple button, post to feed. And now it's going to go to my feed. Okay. So I'm going to click next. And now it's coming up as a new post for me. Now, this is very important. You follow along. Don't do anything ahead of anything if you've never done this before. You need to give Laura May permission that you used Laura May's reel, which in a way, I believe I haven't actually given Joan credit, but we created it together. So hopefully she's not too upset with me. So what you're going to do to make sure you give attribution to the folks that you got posts from, you click where it says write a caption, and that's very faint just below the reel itself. Before you get to tag people, I want you to put your finger on that and push. And when you do, it paste or clipboard should come up. Let's make sure everybody has done that before I go to the next step. So can people let us know if you've done this or not? I can't see if people are saying yes or not, Nada.
I think people are just
No.
watching what you're doing, Laura
Yeah,
May.
I
It's too
I
hard to
haven't
do it
done
while,
it.
yeah, I think what's going to happen is after when they get the recording, they can actually practice physically. Can you go back? And this is me, this is the way my brain, and I know most of the people on here today. I didn't know what you meant when you went paste or click. What
I'm
was the
showing you on the screen right now. See how it came up, paste or clipboard?
right? But
It,
what are
all you
we
have to do,
pasting again though? I forget what we clicked on initially to get that pasted. That's why.
you didn't. I needed you to follow with me. If
Okay.
you pushed your button, if you pushed your finger on where it says write a caption,
Hmm.
then this would have popped up. I just needed you to go to that point. I don't need you to go before or after that. Just, are you seeing paste or clipboard right now?
On the screen, yes.
You are. Okay. Paste, click paste. Now it's repopulated, showing where you got it from.
Mm.
You see it?
Yeah.
Okay. So now all you have to do is share it. Now you can add things to it if you want. You could tag Joan in it, although she's already tagged. You could tag me. You could put the location. As you can see at the bottom, it says add location. You could put Toronto, Ontario. Completely up to you. So when you've made your decision, if you want it to look like this, then you share it. And now it's going to populate onto my grid.
Mhm.
Okay. So my reel was shared and it should come up again on my grid. So it's considered on my grid now under reels. See?
Okay.
Okay. Does that
Yep.
make sense to people?
So just to clarify, that repost, so everybody knows, you found that in somebody else's story.
Yeah.
Somebody
No,
else's story.
somebody else's grid,
Somebody else's grid, and you
not
wanted to
story.
take that post that they had posted on their Instagram
That's what I
and put
did.
it on our grid so that when people are come to our grid, they would see that. And
On
what we
their
did
grid. That's
on their
right.
grid. So we
That's
used
right.
the Repost app that you guys downloaded to be able to do that, to repost somebody else's post that they
So did
posted.
you do it, Nada?
Mhm.
You did.
Oh,
So it should
right,
be
like
yours on yours.
no, I'm actually right
Okay.
now with you. No, I was watching you.
Okay. Did anybody do it so we can look?
Yeah, we did
Leonie did?
a reel, but we didn't copy anyone.
Not
Sean,
really.
what? What did we?
Feed post.
It's a feed post?
Yeah.
What did I do?
Oh,
Did
did he just do it on the story then?
I don't know. What do we do?
No, 'cause you click it right
Oh,
here, right?
oh, I see. She's gone to your feed right now.
Yeah.
Way to go,
Okay.
Laura.
I'm looking for Leonie's repost. Did you not do it?
We did. No. I don't know what we
Oh.
did.
Did anybody
It's
do it?
on. Yeah,
It is.
I
It's
can.
it's the black tile at the top of your left. I
This
don't know why it's not. I don't know why it's.
Elevate.
not coming. It's for whatever reason.
Oh, there
Oh,
it
there
is.
you go.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh,
It's there.
this is no, that isn't it. Is it? Or
Yeah.
did
The
it?
energy, yeah.
like,
She picked the
Where?
energy drink.
Yeah.
Oh,
She
you did
picked
the energy drink.
she picked
Okay.
Elevate.
Awesome. Okay. Did anybody else do it?
How come it's
No.
black?
I'm not sure why that is, but
Why is it black, Laura May?
Don't know. What you could do is edit it.
Is what?
No, you can't edit it. You might want to
Okay.
pick something that isn't black when it starts. Now, that's not true. I think you can change it when you're posting it, but just for tonight, we're getting complicated. Just
yeah.
for tonight, let's see if anybody else reposted theirs.
Sean did it for me. Sean helped.
It's not, but that's how it shows up in Neolife too. So
Really.
there's just a glitch in how they've uploaded it originally. But is there anyone else on this call that would like us to look at what they've done? Anybody else that was successful in reposting?
No.
Okay. All right. So that's a lot for one night.
Hmm.
So what your homework is to start thinking about what you would like to repost, and you need to get populating your feed. You need to start following more people. You need to start seeing who's out there. What are they doing? Okay. And then when you find something that you like, then you could be reposting it, right? So there's all sorts of people on here now. Like, just the amount of ideas that can come are just incredible. And you don't have to create your own. You can find something that suits you, a quote, and repost it. So how do you find that? Well, just go to your search engine and put in Neolife. And the amount of folks that come up is just absolutely incredible.
And what's nice about that, Lorme, you're going to find different styles and different themes that suit your personality,
That's right.
right?
Yeah.
Some great, and again, then you're not having to recreate pictures and sayings and
That's right.
I mean, design things. It's all designed for us,
That's right. That's right. So as you can see, this particular person, well, that's Neolife, official Neolife, but you've got lots of different people with different ideas. There's this one is NE. I think that's Malta. No, where is NE? It's in the
Let me
UK somewhere or something.
think.
And
Yeah,
here's your grandma's apple pie,
yeah.
So I've never seen this one before till just now. So there's lots of fun stuff out there. So you like it, you just repost it. Just don't overthink it. Just, oh, I like that one. Just send it to your story. So I hope I answered Shelley's questions. Probably not the answer we wanted. You could ask somebody if they could repost it and tag you in it to get it on your story. But usually you have to go and find things and post yourself, because people, you can't actually repost a story unless you screenshot.
Okay.
Any other questions before we go? There's a lot here.
So,
ma'am.
Laura May, every time you repost, you have to ask permission from where you got it?
Yes, always give an attribution. If you don't, I mean, I don't think there's Instagram police necessarily, but you're not, you could offend people if you don't give credit where credit is due.
Right.
Technically you really should never not say, like, even a quote. You should, if it's a quote that you don't know who it's by, you can put a quick little note in your explanation that you're not sure, you know, who quoted it. But if you do know, make sure you give credit to it. Wherever you get your information from, give credit. So that's what I love about the repost app, is you just repost it. Now, I've learned to put my own saying first and then I give it credit depending on where I'm posting it. But that's for another day. And people love recipes, by the way. So if you are also sending recipes up to your story, you might get more followers that way.
Mhm.
So you want to repost it, just go find something you like, and you just repost. Done. And you've got a very active feed. Any other questions?
Now that one you didn't have to say who it's from because they're already in there, or like you just
What I just did just there was just story.
Okay, gotcha.
So when you, okay, I'll do it slower. So
Uh-huh.
I'm pressing the paper airplane. I'm clicking add to story. And then if you look, it says foods for weight loss at the bottom. It just says
Right.
who it's from.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
I hear.
You just, and so don't ever cover that up. Always make sure somebody else's post, because you wouldn't want somebody to cover yours up. So just go about it. Like, if you put the effort in to do the post, you want credit for that. It only makes sense to do that for somebody.
Right.
Okay. So yeah, even if you just did a feed of recipes, maybe something to do with gardening. So a Neolife post, something about gardening, a Neolife post, something about recipes, or Neolife post, something about a do-it-yourself. You could get a lot of followers quickly.
Mhm.
Because, but the key to doing that is tag your location, and don't just tag it with the location with the @ sign, also use your hashtag. So if you're in Elora, put the hashtag Elora as well as the location Elora, and that brings you up onto the feed. So I'll show you what I mean by that. So right now we're on my feed. Let's see. So I've got Leonie's energy drink coming up. You see that? So it's going to play for you, Leonie. Don't worry. There's Nada's. So let's say you want to repost Nada's. But that's not, let's see, something in Elora. Something that happened in Elora. So if I went to Shelly's Instagram, I forget what her handle is. There she is. So work, retire, now what? I think she's got a business one too. There's her health one. So you follow, I don't know why I wasn't, that must be new. Okay, so I'm following it, and you go to something she's done. See how she has other things? She has calm, she has all sorts of cool stuff. Here she is here. Okay, she's in Elora. So hopefully she will put Elora on there. So let's see here. Got her heart. So you would go to those vegetables. They're located in Elora. So you click on the paper airplane. You go to add to stories. And then at the top, the smiley face at the top, click on that. Put your location, Elora, Ontario. And see, there's credit to her. So it says work, retire, now what, health. in Elora. That's for Shelley. And then you also go down to, you scroll down to your hashtag, see where it says hashtag on the right-hand side, just about at the bottom before the 749, it says hashtag, click on that. And now you put in Elora, done, and then put it underneath. And then when you post that, it will feed into the Elora feed, or should feed into the Elora feed. So you put it in your stories. And then I'll show you the Elora feed quickly. There's just so much, guys. Elora. I'm gonna put the hashtag Elora. Search engine. This is anything to do with Elora coming up now. And at the top, you see accounts, audio, tags, places. You could go to top reels. But right now, we've got anything to do with Elora up in here. Okay, so what you are hoping for is somebody who's loves Elora or is looking for Elora, they will scroll this. It will come up in their feed. Okay. So these are all the accounts about Elora, tags about Elora. And then here's your hashtag. Click on that. And now it has either the top post or the filter, the things that have been posted most recently in Elora. So if, let's say you want it, so actually, let me try something. Let's look for, so we're going back to the search engine. We're going to go across and put in Neolife as a hashtag. Now, all Neolife hashtags, when we click this, we're searching for anything to do with Neolife. Now, everything to do with Neolife comes up if it's been hashtagged. I hope you guys understand what I mean by that.
Yeah, so our mistake is when we have all our events and all our shows, since we're not hashtagging them, we're not going to come up in
coming
any
up
of
in
this.
this feed, but you want to, okay? So this is cool, right? Start your year the right way with Neolife. Well, you could repost that in the new year. There's no reason why not. Okay, so for me, I'm going to follow this person. Then I'm going to go back to Neolife again. Now, anything to do with Neolife comes up in the hashtag Neolife, okay? But then you can also click the second from the left, accounts. And you see every single Neolife account that has a hashtag Neolife comes up. Look at them all. Look at them all. It goes and goes and goes and goes and goes. So please don't say you don't have anything to post.
Lots of options, Laura May. So now it's just a matter of, so now you know what it is, guys. It's a matter of practicing, right? This recording is going to be available for you guys to re-listen, and I would pause and do it along, because I know I found it hard trying to do it while I was listening to Laura May and doing it and looking, and it was a little, but I think kudos to Sean for doing it along, which is awesome. So yeah, I'm excited to get back
He
and
wanted
to
the A
start.
plus.
What's that?
He wanted the A plus.
He wanted the A plus. A plus for Sean.
Know what to do to get the A plus. That's right.
That's great. Awesome. Well, thank you. And yeah,
You're welcome.
that's great.
You're welcome.
Thank
I'm
you.
sure there's tons of questions. So please, when I ask, hey, do you have any questions? Please send them in, and then we can even start doing more of a poll as to what are the burning things, like what are the things. Hopefully, we covered some of that today, the things that were, or at least gave you a bit of a kickstart for the new year. Maybe we could do some challenges or something, making sure you're posting a story a day or something. It's amazing because it keeps you top of mind as to what's out there.
Right.
So,
well, thank you again, Laura May. I really appreciate, and again, I don't want you guys, I know some of you are probably scared. I'm going to be honest, this still is scary for me too. Okay, guys, I'm still learning. But yeah, even Rachel just said, thanks, Laura May, very inspiring. I know Rachel likes to post stuff. I've been watching some of your stuff, Rachel, that you've posted. So I think this is going to come in handy for what you're doing with your nutrition business as well. So Thank you again. Appreciate you all. And I can't wait to send out to the recording because I know there's a lot of people that couldn't make it on tonight. So this is going to be such a great, great, great tool. So thank you again, Laura May, for all that you do for us here, and really appreciate you.
Thank
All the
you.
best,
Thank
guys.
you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Laura May.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Laura
Thank you,
May.
Laura
You're
May.
welcome. Night.
Gonna learn
Good
from Sean.
night.
Bye.
Good night. See you on the other side.
Right.